Welcome to my Gameweek 5 Team Selection. In this video, we're also going to be looking at a quick review of my Gameweek 4 team. This video is proudly brought to you by FPL.CARNAGE in association with GW5. So let's quickly get right into it. Game week 4, I amassed a total of 55 points. It wasn't a really high scoring game week for a lot of FPL managers. I don't think if you know, didn't captain Erling Haaland, you'd have even gotten up to 60 points. I had Flecken in goal, 2 points. He hosted Man City, considered 2 goals, considered 2 goals. Was able to get some save points. Um, I had Robertson. It was really really sad to see Liverpool concede for the first time this season. Also lost the match. Got 1 point from him. Robinson hosted West Ham. It was a 1-1 game, and it was really, really painful to watch because we saw his clean sheet get wiped out in the 95th minute. So yeah, 2 points from him. Van de Ven. It was a game against Arsenal, the North London Derby. um, yeah, I don't really have much to say about that game. It's just I did expect much more from the Tottenham and Arsenal game. I did think that due to Arsenal's depleted midfield, it may have been easier for Arsenal to, have, for Tottenham to have gotten something out of the game. But 1 point from him. Faiz came off the bench for João Pedro, who we knew was injured and wasn't in the squad for the Brighton game against Ipswich Town. Mohamed Salah, 2 points from him, was really, really off his game against Nottingham Forest. I don't know. I think all the Liverpool attackers were just not on their best game that day. Bukayo Saka with an assist in the 1-0 win against Tottenham over the weekend. Palmer, 3 points against Bournemouth. Didn't really look his best self. And I do really think that Maresca shouldn't be playing him on the right wing. I think he plays better, when he's playing in the central attacking role. Rogers, 2 points. I think he's trolling us at this point because Rogers could have, he plays a brilliant game, but he just doesn't get the expected outputs that we require from him. But he's a budget enabler, and he's actually a really decent player for the game. So hopefully we hope that we begin to see some returns from how good a game he gives for Aston Villa. He's also nailed on minutes. Smith Rowe got an assist in the game against West Ham. His second return for Fulham since joining them this summer. Erling Haaland, a brace and 3 bonus points. Captain for my team, 26 points from him, 54 points all round. A green arrow as well. I am happy. So let's go right into my Game week 5 team selection. In goal, I'm going to be going with Flecken as well. He is going to be going away to Brentford. I do back him to, rack up some save points because I don't really see him keeping a clean sheet against Tottenham. They failed to score against Arsenal, which is, a rare feat for Tottenham because even when they tend to lose, they do tend to get like a goal involvement, whether it's home or it's away. But I am banking on some save points from him. So Flecken is going to be my keeper in goal. My first three defenders are going to be Van der Ven. Um, I'm going to be going with Faiz playing at home against Everton. And then my last defender is going to be Robertson. Robertson is going to be hosting Bournemouth. He has a decent point return against Bournemouth as well. In my midfield, I'm going with Mohamed Salah, Bukayo Saka, Palmer, Rogers, and Smith Rowe. Salah has a really, really decent record against Bournemouth. He has scored 9 goals and returned 1 assist in 10 games against Bournemouth. I do believe that he would also be the popular captain, option this week. And I do think Liverpool will be looking to bounce back from that defeat against Nottingham Forest last weekend. So I see him as the popular template captain this week. Saka is going to be going away to Manchester City. It's not going to be a really, really easy game for Arsenal. We see that they've lost their creative midfielder and he's going to be out for possibly 2 months. But Saka is is a really great player. He can create a moment of magic from anything. He's also nailed on penalties. Has attack interest from corner, from set pieces, where we know that Arsenal have been really dangerous from the seasons before and even this season. So if you do have Saka in your team, I do advise you to keep him because they also have a really great fixture run from game week 6. So yeah, Kopama going away to West Ham United. I do see him too. I see him getting something out of the game. We know that last season he never went back to back games where he blanked, or where he didn't return, a goal involvement. So I see him getting something about out of the West Ham game, and I hope that they play him in a central attacking, role. We would see him get the best out of the game for Chelsea if we see him in that role. We have Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe is going to be hosting Newcastle. I think it just boils down to what Newcastle attack looks like, because I haven't been really, really confident about their defense, and I do believe that Fulham are going to be able to, get a goal against Newcastle. It just depends on, whether Smith Rowe is going to be involved or not. But he has been really, really great in linking up the attacking play. We saw he had like great link up play with Jimenez. I think compared to Muniz, um, I do like, the way he's been growing in confidence for Fulham. I do think that he's going to get something out of the game. And lastly, Rogers, is my fifth midfielder, hoping that he finally repays the fate of holding him for the past 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Yeah. So Haaland, Jao Pedro. Haaland is hosting Arsenal at the Etihad. He has 4 goal returns in 4 meetings against them. We didn't see him get any goal return, or goal involvement against them last season. Arsenal, have the best defense in the league. It's not going to be a really easy one for him. I do not advise that he be the captain, or I don't think he's even going to be the popular captain pick this week, right? But if you do have faith in him and you do believe that, City can get more than we expect out of the game, then Haaland may just be a wildcard captain this week. You never can tell. Jao Pedro, we saw him train. We heard from the manager that he'll be assessed late in whether he's going to be involved in the game against Nottingham Forest this weekend. But he's going to be starting for me. On my bench, I have Nedeljkovic, Robinson, and Rio Joe of Nottingham Forest, who has gone on loan. So this is what my team looks like going into the deadline. My captaincy, like I said, is going to be on Mohamed Salah, and my vice captaincy is going to be on Erling Haaland. I I'm looking to roll my transfer this week. I don't really think I have any, urgent need to bring in any player. I think I like the way my team is set up, from my wildcard from Game Week 3. So I don't really see myself moving any player out of my team. I do back my players for their games, no matter how tough they may look or may seem going into this deadline. I am thinking I'm almost likely gonna roll my transfer, but depending on team leagues and lineups that may come out before the deadline, maybe the only reason I may decide to alter my team, maybe with a free transfer or something. But as it stands, I do plan on rolling my transfer. I like the way my team looks going into the deadline. So if you're new around here, please leave a like, comment. If you have any questions, subscribe, and I'll do well to get back to them before the deadline. Thank you for watching my video, guys. Once again, this video is brought to you by myself, FPL Carnage, in association with GW5. See you guys in the next video.